When you think of journalism, what comes to mind? People moaning about vegan sausage rolls, what dresses different members of the royal family are wearing, or clickbait articles about coming heat waves only to reveal at the very end that we probably aren't going to have one. But despite how easy it is to be cynical about journalism nowadays, it is important to note there are journalists who are doing some good work, reporting on shady dealings with corporations or government corruption, important stuff. Alright, but you've seen the title, so you're probably thinking, Kevin, what has this video got to do with Minecraft? And, well, first of all, my name's not Kevin. And secondly, it's to do with the organisation called Reporters Without Borders. They're an organisation that advocate for a free press, believe that information should be easily accessible to the public, and work to combat against censorship. And one of the ways they're doing this is through Minecraft, that on the 12th of March 2020, they established their own Minecraft server called the Uncensored Library. The map is available to download from their website, uncensoredlibrary.com. Many of the works featured are outright banned, and the journalists responsible have been harassed, jailed, or even killed. The reason why they decided to put this on Minecraft is because in places where said media is banned, you can freely access Minecraft. Let's have a look around. Okay, I've just spawned in. Doesn't really look like a library at the minute. Okay. Oh, that's just the entrance. Oh, it's a bit bigger when you're actually in the game, isn't it? Oh wow, look over there. I'm gonna have to turn my render distance up. Oh, there we go. Oh wow. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Well, it's so big. Look at the clouds. The clouds are going into the top of the building. Big world map there. The map we see on the floor represents the Press Freedom Index of various different countries, ranking all 180, from Norway, Denmark and Sweden at the very top, to Afghanistan, Syria and Eritrea at the bottom as of 2024. At the top we'll see the various flags of all the countries made the best that they can with Minecraft blocks. I believe that's the UK flag. I don't know how you would do a UK flag in Minecraft. And above the flag has a little book that contains a little summary about the state of censorship in that country. While we're here, let's have a look around. First place we're going to look at is Russia. It's important to note that Minecraft is no longer available in Russia as of 2022, which is after the library was first created. Not because it was banned, but because the developer Mojang pulled it after the war in Ukraine started. In Russia, the online activity of regular citizens, not just journalists, is heavily monitored. People who speak out against the government or Vladimir Putin tend to mysteriously die sometime afterwards. The country is also blocking certain critical websites and is currently trying to cut off their internet from the rest of the world. The books in the library talk about the Lugovoy law, a law that criminalizes what it brands as falsehoods about the Russian military. It highlights a site called greny.ru, a Russian news site critical of the government that was banned in 2014 and was active up until 2023. The website is still active, and you can also read some of the articles in this map. In the middle we see what is called a data cracking, which is a symbol of Russia's attempt to control the truth in a digital landscape. Now we have Vietnam. The media there is under heavy control from the ruling Communist Party. All independent media is banned and dissenting voices are harassed by the police. The library highlights Nguyen Van Dai, the Committee for Human Rights in Vietnam, and his subsequent imprisonment. The map also has a labyrinth to symbolise the difficulty there is to get to the truth. Next we have Egypt. Egypt has given journalists long prison sentences for those who criticise the government, with the library saying it's one of the biggest jailers of journalists and that 500 websites are blocked in the country. Oh, we even have a music box to give us it in Arabic because I guess, well, we can't really put Arabic in a book, I suppose. In the middle we see a set of scales tipped one way to symbolise how much the law sides against journalists in Egypt. Mexico doesn't have much in the way of outright censorship, however there are ties between powerful politicians and large criminal organisations. Journalists who report on these are often harassed, threatened, assaulted or even killed for their work. In the library we see a memorial for those who have been killed for reporting the truth. Next up, Saudi Arabia. Along with Egypt, Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest jailers of journalists. Some being jailed for little reason and some even tortured. The library has a large cage to symbolise the imprisonment of journalists. The library highlights a journalist, Jamal Khashoggi, He was critical of the Saudi government, and after his column was cancelled, he fled to the USA in 2017, where he continued to write for the Washington Post. On the 2nd of October 2018, he visited the Saudi consulate in Istanbul to pick up some legal documents. When he was inside, he was killed and dismembered. While his family and friends waited outside, the Saudi government denied all knowledge of his well-being, and only on the 20th of October confirmed that he had indeed been killed. The Crown Prince accepted responsibility, yet denies ordering his killing. You can read some of his articles in The Cage. Opposite, we see a room dedicated to Reporters Without Borders. When you go to the far side where the book is, it spells out something. Oh yeah, that's nice, pretty clever that. These articles were all there when the map was first created in 2020, but the map has since been updated in 2021 with some other countries with less than stellar records regarding press freedom. First we have Belarus, located in this conservatory greenhouse sort of thing. It detailed how journalists who reported on disputed election results that got Lukashenko in for another term in 2011 were arrested. One journalist being Natalia Radzina, who fled to Poland and continued to be the editor-in-chief at Chapter 97. The website was blocked in Belarus in 2018, but it's still available elsewhere. On the opposite side of the library, we have Brazil. Corruption is a problem with some Brazilian politicians, and one that many journalists have tried to report on. However, since 2018 and the election of Jair Bolsonaro, harassment and violence against journalism has only increased. The library mentions some outlets like GGN, who had often gone through arbitrary lawsuits against them for being critical of Bolsonaro, and the lawsuits have been settled against the journalists on technical grounds. It's important to note that since Bolsonaro was voted out of office in 2022, the hostility between government and media has since simmered down. What are you doing up here, Tony? Tony, how'd you get up here? I mean, if this is like an Easter egg or reference, yes, I know. I can't seem to find anything on it, so if you do know, please let me know down below. Here you go, here's a fish. And lastly, we have Eritrea, located under the hand with the pen. Eritrea was ranked last on the World Press Index and are known for jailing journalists longer than any other country in the world. The book here details how journalist Dawit Isaac and others were jailed for their reports on the democracy movement in 2001. However, they were last seen in 2005, and it's not even known if Isaac is still alive. The centre has a chained cage to symbolise this. Okay, so why is this important? Well, there's this book in the Reporters Without Borders room in the library that I think puts it really well. In some countries, torturers stop as soon as they are mentioned in the media. Corrupt politicians have to step back when their activities are revealed. And massacres are prevented when the international media focus their attention and camera on events. The better everyone has access to information, the better the world's going to be. All these journalists' work are available to view in the library, and I highly recommend that you do. It's free, and there's loads more information that I couldn't possibly fit in this video. Link will be down below. And remember, truth finds a way. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and I'll see you later.